Hello everyone, welcome to the another topic, that is extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Okay, this extrahepatic biliary apparatus, it consists of various structures that I have written here, that is right and left hepatic duct, then common hepatic duct, gallbladder, cystic duct and common bile duct. Now the question arises, why we should study this extrahepatic biliary apparatus? Because the extrahepatic biliary apparatus, it gets affected in various conditions like cholecystitis, that is gallbladder gets inflamed, cholelithiasis, that is stone in the gallbladder, obstruction of common bile duct, and these disorders, they are ruled out by various imaging procedures like cholecystography, endoscopic retrograde cholangiography. These are the various techniques. Now the first part, that is right and left hepatic duct, right and left hepatic duct. So this is right and this is left. Right and left hepatic duct, they receives the bile from the liver and they drain this bile into a common hepatic duct. Common hepatic duct runs for 2.5 centimeter or 1 inch and it joins with the cystic duct. It joins with the cystic duct at an acute angle. Okay. Now this bile, it gets stored and concentrates in the gallbladder, stores and concentrate in the gallbladder, and this bile then get transported to the duodenum via contraction when required. Now we will study about the gallbladder. This gallbladder is a pear-shaped sac and of 30 to 50 ml capacity. The capacity of gallbladder is 30 to 50 ml. The capacity of gallbladder is 30 to 50 ml. And what is the function of gallbladder? If gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile. Okay, and this bile then transported to duodenum via contractions. Now this, where the gallbladder is located? The gallbladder is located, this is a fossa for gallbladder. This is quadrate lobe and this one is porta hepatis. So gallbladder is located in the fossa for the gallbladder on the right side of the quadrate lobe and on the right extremity of porta hepatis. Right side of quadrate lobe and right extremity of porta hepatis, and this fossa for the gallbladder lies on the inferior surface of liver. This fossa, it lies on inferior surface of right lobe of liver. Now, what are the dimensions of gallbladder? Dimensions of gallbladder are 10 by 3 centimeter. 10 is length and this 3 centimeter is width. 3 centimeter is width. Okay. Now we will discuss about the cystic duct. And this cystic duct, as we have studied, it joins with the common hepatic duct and it forms common bile duct. This is common bile duct. Cystic duct, it joins with the common hepatic duct and it forms common bile duct. This cystic duct is, it has these valves and this cystic duct it has valve, and this valve is known as spiral valve of Hister. Spiral valve of Hister. Crescentic shape. It is a crescentic or semilunar shaped spiral valve of Hister, and it keeps the cystic duct open so that bile can enter in and out in both direction. This is about the cystic duct. Now, after this, after the fusion of cystic duct with common hepatic duct, common bile duct is formed. This common bile duct, it divides the first part of duodenum. This is first part of duodenum. This is duodenum. This duodenum into three parts, that is supraduodenal, retroduodenal, and infraduodenal. It divides the duodenum into three parts: supraduodenal, retroduodenal, and infraduodenal. These are the parts that are formed by common bile duct. Now, this common bile duct, it joins with the pancreatic duct, and it opens near major duodenal papilla. It opens near major duodenal papilla, and this opening is guarded by a sphincter of Oddi. This opening is guarded by this common bile duct. It joins with the pancreatic duct, and it opens near the major duodenal papilla, and this opening is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. The opening of common bile duct is guarded by a valve is known as sphincter of Boyden, and opening of pancreatic duct is guarded by a sphincter pancreaticus, and this opening is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. So, opening of CBD is guarded by sphincter Boyden, Opening of pancreatic duct is guarded by sphincter pancreaticus, and opening of both, after fusion of both, hepatopancreatic duct is guarded by sphincter Oddi. And this hepatopancreatic duct, it opens near the major duodenal papilla. Now we will study the relations of supraduodenal, infraduodenal, and retroduodenal parts. First of all, I will label the parts here. This is inferior vena cava. This structure is inferior vena cava, and this structure is known as portal vein. This is inferior vena cava, and this inner structure is known as portal vein. This structure is hepatic artery proper, and this is gastroduodenal artery. Now we will study about the relations of supraduodenal, retroduodenal, and infraduodenal parts. Supraduodenal, retroduodenal, and infraduodenal parts. Supraduodenal. So this supraduodenal part is posteriorly, there is a inferior vena cava. Posteriorly inferior vena cava. This is posterior, and on the right side, this is posteriorly inferior vena cava, and left side, this is left side, and left side is hepatic artery proper. Hepatic artery proper. This is about the supraduodenal part. Now coming to the retroduodenal part. And retroduodenal part, anteriorly inferior vena cava, anteriorly there is a first part of duodenum. Anteriorly first part of duodenum. Then on the left side there is a gastroduodenal artery. Left side gastroduodenal artery. And infraduodenal part. This infraduodenal part, anteriorly, this structure is head of the pancreas. Within the C-shaped concavity of duodenum, there is a head of pancreas. So anteriorly head of the pancreas, and anteriorly head of the pancreas, and on left side there is a portal vein formation. Left side portal vein formation, and posteriorly inferior vena cava. This is all about the relations of common bile duct, this in supraduodenal part, retroduodenal part, and infraduodenal parts. Okay, now just revise the common bile duct and this relation quickly. We have studied that right and left hepatic duct, they join together to form common hepatic duct. This common hepatic duct, it joins with cystic duct, it forms common bile duct. This common bile duct, it joins with the pancreatic duct and it forms hepatopancreatic duct, which opens near major duodenal papilla. The opening of common bile duct is guarded by sphincter Boyden, and opening of pancreatic duct is guarded by sphincter pancreaticus. And after joining, it forms hepatopancreatic duct, and opening is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. Now, this common bile duct, it divides the duodenum, first part of duodenum, into three parts, that is supraduodenal part, retroduodenal part, and infraduodenal parts. Supraduodenal parts, anteriorly, posteriorly, there is a inferior vena cava in the supraduodenal part, and on the left side there is a hepatic artery proper. Now coming to the retroduodenal part. Retroduodenal part, it is anteriorly first part of duodenum, and on the left side is gastroduodenal artery. Infraduodenal part, anteriorly head of the pancreas, left side portal vein formation, and posteriorly there is a inferior vena cava. In extrahepatic biliary apparatus, this is the commonly asked question, relations of bile duct. Now one more applied part here, that is, if the patient is having carcinoma in the head of the pancreas, which in turn affect the infraduodenal parts, and it produce obstructive jaundice. And if the patient is having gallstone, gallstone means which in turn also affects infraduodenal parts, and this condition is known as pancreatitis. So two important applied are obstructive jaundice, and second is pancreatitis. If the patient is having carcinoma in the head of the pancreas, which in turn affect the infraduodenal part and produces a condition known as obstructive jaundice. If the patient is having gallstone, which in turn affect the infraduodenal part and produce a condition known as pancreatitis. Okay. After that, we will discuss one triangle that is known as Calote's triangle. This Calote's triangle is superiorly bounded by this is Calote's triangle. Superiorly bounded by this is cystic artery, cystic duct, common bile duct. So okay, superiorly cystic artery, below and on the right side, it is by cystic duct, and below and the left side there is a common bile duct, and the content, this Calote's triangle contains cystic node of Lund, L-U-N-D, cystic node of Lund. Now the one more applied here, that is the caterpillar hump or Moynihan's hump. Caterpillar or Moynihan hump. Caterpillar or Moynihan hump. Sometimes what happens is right hepatic artery become tortuous, and it is found inside the Calote's triangle. Right hepatic artery become tortuous and it is found inside the Calote's triangle. This is known as caterpillar or Moynihan hump.